So I just decided at almost 3 o'clock in the morning that I'm going to make a little video because I cannot relax. I don't feel like getting out my notebooks. I have some stuff on my mind and I want to say it. So I'm going to. First of all, I'm so happy that I'm alive because if you know me, you know I struggle with depression. Oh, like really bad. There's days where I cry and I cry and I cry and I don't even want to get out of bed. But I get out, I go to work, and in the back of my mind I'm always thinking, I don't want to be here, everyone would be better without me. Like, I have this like inner turmoil with myself when I get like that. It's like I'm on a roller coaster and it's a daily struggle. Daily. Like, I could wake up tomorrow and be in the worst mood ever. Whereas today, I feel fine. I'm happy. I'm in a great mood, actually. So, don't always assume just because on the outside they look fine. Because 9 times out of 10, they're not. But I guess I wanted to make this because I've always kind of thought there was a God. I never really was like really big into religion, church, whatever. But there was a time where I kind of doubted it because I was so angry. And different people have their beliefs, and that's fine. But I'm just saying this is how I feel and from my heart. But I turned to such an angry person, and I'm still kind of that way because I will get so upset that I could punch a wall. I've punched elevators, I've punched doors, I've punched walls, I've punched pillows, my car, different things. I struggle with my anger because I stopped crying about things and I just started getting angry. I don't really have a good relationship with a lot of people anymore because of my anger and the way my attitude, because like when you get so hurt, you become broken like that. I mean, you lash out the ones that are closest to you. And there was a time where like I was so ashamed of who I was that I'd make stuff up. Like if I met someone new and they asked me like something about me, I'd lie. Like little things. It would just be like little tiny little white lies. Harmless, right? But then like I keep going and eventually they'd be like, oh, I thought you said this. And like they wouldn't believe me because I lied about this little insignificant thing, and then they didn't even know who I was at that point because I was so afraid, and I'm still so sick and tired of people leaving. I mean, that's how I dealt with it. I was like, okay, so if these people want to keep leaving me, so I'll just not be me. Clearly it's me. I'm the problem. And that's something that went into my depression more so than my normal battles, was that all these people keep leaving. I lost like friends, people have passed away, just little things like that, and it played on my head because I wasn't in a good spot. So I just kind of self-destructed myself because I was like, no one likes me, so whatever. I didn't care enough about myself to get my mind healthy, so to speak. My parents, they know that I was like that, and I struggle with that. I'm trying to become better with that. I've lost someone that I considered like my sister because of that, and because of my anger towards people. I'm not saying names, but they know who they are. And I regret that because it was my fault. It is. But like I said, that went into my depression. And then my depression led to more self-hatred. And I would just pinpoint little things about me. Like on my, physically, on my body. And I would self-mutilate. And by self-mutilate, and I'm not ashamed to say this, some people may look at me different, but that's my past, and this is, it's who I am. It made me who I am now. But I am a recovering cutter. So people are like, oh, cutting's stupid, people just do that for attention. Some may. I can't speak for them. But I can speak for me because I started cutting, I want to say, when I was 15, something like that. And, I did it all over my arms. I think because it was so long ago, the scars have faded quite a bit. But I would do it on my thighs. And I struggle with that still to this day. From 15 to 23, that is still something I struggle with. I haven't done it in a long time. A while. I shouldn't say a long time. I'm not proud of it. And I'm not by any means glorifying it or bragging about it. It's bad. I hate that I do it, but it was a coping mechanism. I was losing control of everything during that time. And I was lost. I was reading my journals from back then the other day, and 15-year-old Olivia, I'm sorry, was a very sad little girl. It's making me emotional just because I remember that pain. I carried that pain up until the other night. I'll talk about that here in a minute. But I went from cutting to smoking cigarettes, which I still do, and I hate it. Another thing, it was another coping mechanism. Because when everything gets too much, I go to that. instead of the cutting. And some people may not understand that. Yeah, I understand smoking's bad. People die from that. Whatever. And it's expensive. But to me, it's either mutilate my outsides or mutilate my insides. I mean, it's sad, but that's how my brain works. But once I started smoking, I was dealing with it, like my roller coaster of emotions. Days I'd feel great, days I'd feel like shit, days I'd feel like worthless, days I'd feel like the greatest person ever. I hate feeling like that. And I don't wish that on anybody, to be completely honest. But I would learn to fake it, I guess. I mean, to some people, I sucked at faking it because they know me, and no matter if I'm smiling, they can still tell I'm not okay. You need people like that in your life that kind of can tell, even when you don't want to let people know. But sidetracked. But back to kind of masking my hurt. I would try my hardest, because I worked in customer service. I didn't want to start crying in front of my customers, even though I wanted to, just because I had one of those days. I got kind of cocky with it, I guess, because I was like, I'm doing so well hiding it, and like nobody gives a crap about me, because nobody's asking me what's wrong, because I wouldn't talk. I'm a talker. You know me, I like to talk, so I would keep that in. I'd let a little bit of it out, but I would keep most of it in, which ultimately led to my suicide attempt. It's weird. I think about it like it was a couple days ago, yesterday even, and it's been quite some time now. But I woke up. It was on September 26th. I woke up, was getting ready for work. I had to work at 9:30. I was working a short shift. I was excited because I was working at Walmart as a cashier. Got up, did my hair, did my makeup, put on my brand new capris that I had just gotten that weekend. Got ready, drove to work, worked my shift. It was completely fine. Then I got to my car, and I was like, I'm kind of bummed a little bit the more I thought about it. And then I drove to Columbus. My cat just bit me. Drove to Columbus and decided I was going to go to my mama's grave. Because, that's where I would go. Just to kind of let things out. Because I miss her. And still do. But, I sat there for like 6 hours. 5 hours, I don't really remember. But something in my brain just kind of snapped. And I'm like, I suck. Once you start telling yourself that, I mean, you're screwed. Because you're going to start believing it. I'm not going to go into any more details, really, about my suicide attempt, but I'm here today because of, I say two people, because one, my mama was watching over me, and so was God. There's no way, I will swear for the rest of my life, there's no way I would be alive right now if they weren't real, if he wasn't real. I'm kind of sad because after I got out of the hospital, my dad and my stepmom got me this cross. So you can see I don't have the cross on because it broke. The chain broke. I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. Cannot find it anywhere. I wore that for like 2 years straight. 2 years. I never took it off. I had it, and you know, sad part is that, you know, that kind of solidified the fact that there was a God to me, but it also kind of pissed me off a little bit because some of the issues that were like stepping stones that ultimately led me to my suicide attempt was, they were still there, if not worse. Like these little triggers were still there. And I had learned coping mechanisms. I had learned different little things to do. But they weren't always working still. Something was missing. And that honestly probably was God. I stopped talking to him. I'm like, you know what? You may have done something back then, but you're screwing me over now. Where are you? You've left me alone. I was so angry. Because, you know, here I am, out of, not feeling suicidal anymore. I had a good job, better job I should say, not really good job, I hated that job. I thought I finally met someone that was like everything I'd been wanting, and no. If you're watching this and say you're dating somebody, be it a guy, be it a girl, whatever, I'm nervous saying this because not everyone knows, but you know, if someone's like abusive to you, like your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, because it can happen, girls can be abusive too, like anyway, I mean like physically, whatever, emotionally, verbally, they show signs like hitting walls after you say something, or you know, mumbling stuff under your breath, calling you names but saying they're joking, you know, hiding things from you. Like, trust your gut. Listen to yourself. Your subconscious knows something's up before you will acknowledge it. And just trust yourself, because listen to me, it's not worth it to stay. You cannot change somebody. You can love them till you're blue in the face. You can hope for that person that you know they can be to come out. not going to unless they absolutely want to do it themselves. You may love them with everything that you are, but if in their hearts they don't want to change, they won't. Or if they do, they'll do it for a little bit and then they'll resent you. That's not what you want. Why do you want to be with someone that resents you? I don't. I was with someone who resented me, but things happen. And that relationship is done. Thank God. It's done. And it's 2 years later. And I'm just now being able to dig myself out of that financial hole. There's anger in my voice when I'm saying this, because I gave someone my all of me, my heart, my soul, everything, and they took me through the ringer. I put all of my faith into this person. I put them up here. In reality, they were kind of down here. I wanted this person to do so well in life. I saw the greatness that they could be. And in turn, I lost me. There had only been 6 months. I think so. Yeah, 6 months since my overdose when I met this person. I wasn't better yet. I was a little bit okay, but no. So trust me. And I'm still learning this every single day. You matter. You are worth it. Don't ever let anybody make you feel this big. It's not worth it. You're too beautiful. It's not worth it. I mean, I go back and tell myself, Olivia, listen, he's not worth it. You can do so much better. But if it wasn't for that, I don't think I'd be where I am right now. I've got my own place. I have a great job. Losing him, losing me, losing everything has brought different people into my life, has brought different opportunities into my life. I've learned I'm gonna be okay. But the real purpose of this video, as I've been sitting here talking for like 25 minutes, is until the other night, literally the other night, I was starting to, I was like, God, what's going on? Like, why is this emptiness still here? Like, why am I feeling that hopelessness again? And then somebody posted this video, or like they shared this video of this guy. I clicked it because he's cute. So I clicked it, and I listen to what he had to say. And then it really got me thinking. This weird feeling come over me, and I'm just like, maybe he's right. Maybe Jesus is the answer for me. So I messaged a friend and said, I want to know Jesus. And after like an hour or so talking or whatever, I made the decision that all my hurt, all my depression, my sadness, my anger, my hopelessness, all of that, I'm giving it to Jesus. I'm giving that to him. He wanted it. He said, here, let me take this from you. You don't need it. It's weird. I feel different. Not in like, oh, my whole world's changed, but I go to bed and I don't have these nightmares anymore. My nightmares are gone. And I struggled with nightmares of things that had happened for years. I don't sleep. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, I still don't really sleep. But I need some work on that. But it's the best decision that I've made in a long time, because I can't do it on my own anymore. This, paying for my stuff, for the most part, I can do. I can provide a roof over my head now. Food in my stomach. Lights. Water. TV. Internet. That kind of stuff I can do. But what I can't do is fix my heart. My heart was still broken, just in a different way than I thought it was. But I prayed. I'm learning how to pray. Pretty proud of myself, but I'm learning. You gotta just talk to him. He may be able to read your mind, but he wants you to tell him. So I do. Every night since then. I'm just like, hey, thanks for, not letting me get killed in a car wreck today. Because I hate driving, I pray right before I go into work now. And it's helped me feel more productive. Because, you say, Lord, help me have a positive attitude to face anything that comes my way today. Help me brighten someone's day, whether it be smiling at them, talking to them, helping them get furniture, what have you. Do with me what you need to. But that's basically what I say. And then at night I kind of talk and say, thanks for sticking with me today, and help me ease my mind as I'm sleeping, so I don't wake up so tired and upset. I haven't been late to work. At all. I've gotten up earlier, feel better, minus the stuffiness and this cold that I've got going on. The one thing that I've decided as well is to, on my 24th birthday this year, I want to be baptized. Because that's just how I feel. I don't really know why. I don't know enough about the Bible. I don't have a Bible. I have the app, but it's not like the actual thing, so I need one. You got one, you should, pass it along. Maybe, I don't know. I guess I could buy one, but I don't know. Need something that's easier to read, because some of this stuff I'm like, what? I don't understand it. Coming from someone that's not been raised in a church, I'm not gonna understand it. All I know is I finally have someone on my side. I have people, on this earth that, they're there for me or whatever, but he's always there. Always. I don't have to wait for them to pick up the phone or ask them to come hang out or drive to go see them. He's everywhere. And that is wonderful. I don't have to feel alone anymore. I don't have to feel sad. I don't have to feel upset. Because he's got me. So, I'd quote something, but I don't know any by heart. I just see cute little, pictures and stuff on the internet. I'm like, that fits my situation perfectly. So I keep it. But, yeah. So after, 30-something minutes, I'm kind of done talking. Because I need to go sleep. But to whoever sees this, probably post on Facebook, but you're beautiful. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl, whatever. Guys can be beautiful, get over it. But you're ever lonely, just look up. He's right there. He's always there. That's all you gotta do. Very wise person told me, talk to him like he's your best friend, like he's sitting right in front of you. Kind of works. So, here's to 2015. Being one heck of a year. And leaving all that other stuff back there in the past. My favorite quote right now, probably for a while, is going to be, every day's a gift. That's why they call it the present. So cheesy, but I love it because that keeps you focused on now. Don't worry about yesterday. What you did yesterday, you can't change it. You can only strive for more today. So that's what I'm going to do. But thanks for watching.